They splintered wood and shattered nerves, their rallying cry. Let's get the pervs! In their uniforms they came. Life would never be the same. With steel eyes and iron hearts, they came searching for some tarts. In they came, the boys in blue, to a house in Waterloo. But only one they found sleeping there, lying naked in Sodom's lair. Never mind, one's enough for an excuse to play it rough. What you're doing's not right, they said. It's plain 'twould be better you were dead. It's filthy, disgusting, depraved and a sin. We've come to save you from the mess you're in. There's better ways of paying the rent than selling your body to those who are bent. We know you're young and on the dole, but what price for selling your soul? The man replied, all good boys go to heaven, and I was raped when I was 7. If you were me, you'd bear a grudge, so who the hell are you to judge? Now, lad, enough of your lip. If you're wise, you'll take a tip. What you've been using your mouth for is truly against the law. What you're doing is quite a sin, so we've come to take you in. Don't resist, you'll make it worse. We'll clean you up, make you see a nurse, write your statement, give you tea, and all you do is admit you're guilty. Come along, it's time to go. The curtain's down on your little show. All this time the boss stood silent, a still face covered a feeling violent. He masked his feelings, hid his rage, and asked the boy, what's your age? If my story's in the Sun, I'll admit to being 21, but I've had to stay alive to the grand old age of 25. No one wants to hear of you, a male tart in Waterloo. Your sordid story has no style, it's fit only for the file. Take him down to the van, I'll follow you as soon as I can. Give me a moment to look around, you go and put him in the pound. He'd stayed to gather evidence, but in seeing this boy he'd had a sense of somehow being here before, but to that memory he'd closed the door. Hallam was the policeman's name, and at 49 his features were still pretty damn fine. He had a house and a wife, he had a pretty sorted life. For his work he was commended twice, and now was a rising star in vice. He had everything he wanted, except for one, for he could not say he had a son. He had one once, and all was well, till said son said, Dad, I've something to tell. I don't know really what to say, but Dad, don't freak, I think I'm gay. It was as if Hallam had not heard, then exploded, don't say that word. If you're saying you're that way, then pack your bags and clear out today. A policeman's son can't be queer. If you're that way, don't stay here. Oh, Jamie, I loved you so much, but I must have lost my touch. I thought I was a father and a friend. Now this must all come to an end. Jamie packed his bags and said goodbye, saw his mother and sister cry. Poor lad, he's 17, how can you be so mean? How can you turn him onto the street when he can't yet stand upon his feet? And now the man in a suit stood in the room of a prostitute, and in his thoughts there hammered one, this could have been my son. Their years of parting numbered 8, a time when loathing did dissipate. Oh, God help me, what have I done to lose my only beautiful son? Hallam no longer cared, gay or straight. Jamie was my best friend, my best mate. Where are you now? Are you dead, or sleeping soundly in your bed? Are you safe and sound, big and strong, or in a hole 6 feet long? Shall we ever again be friends, or is it too late to make amends? A message came on the radio. Hurry, Hallam, to down below. Even when feelings weigh a ton, you have to be sure your work is done. When you're on duty for the state, memories and feelings have to wait. And the boy here tonight, Tony Gold's his name, he's the same as the rest on the game. So the copper turned and closed the door. It was late now, 3:45. The boy could wait until the morn, and Hallam would forget why he felt forlorn.